Okay, so today I am interviewing Jenifer and Martha of Smartly Staged. And these two wonderful women for the past 10 plus years, right? Did you guys tell me it was 11 years yesterday?
Yes.
They have been helping people on the North Shore and some other areas of Massachusetts organize their home and prepare their home to put it on the market to sell. So these days I hear a lot of people saying to me like, Moira, I would love to put my house on the market, but OMG, it is so disorganized. I don't know where to begin. So if you were if you were like me, that's actually something I'd said to myself recently. You may want to talk with Jenifer and Martha, and they're going to actually tell us all about their company and ways in which they can help you, um, you know, clean it up, right? So tell us a little bit about your company, guys, and how did you get to know each other 11 years ago and maybe team up?
So it was actually around 12 years ago when Martha and I met. Our girls attended the same school, and we found ourselves always volunteering for the same type of projects at school.
Oh
And then
yeah,
we just really complemented each other and worked well together. And at the time, I was staging homes by myself. And as I got to meet Martha better, I realized that she had skills that I didn't have, that I wasn't as strong at, and vice versa.
right.
So we just really complemented each other. So we met and talked about it and just said, let's do this for a month and just be completely honest with each other if it works or
Right.
not. And it did. And so we've been working together successfully for 11 years.
Yeah.
And it's just been a pleasure. And yeah.
We have so much fun together and we laugh really hard and we love what we're doing. So it has worked out beautifully. And the one thing that we did notice about COVID was that we didn't see enough of one another. And I
Right.
think it's rare to find business partners that actually say that, like, oh, I wish we could be together again. So that's part of the beauty of what happened, that Jenifer picked me, because I just feel really lucky.
We picked each other.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is such a
Yeah.
great story that you met
Yeah.
volunteering, right? Because
Yeah.
that's such a great way to meet people when you move up to a community.
That's right.
And
And you really see the real person very
right.
quickly, right? Because if in an interview situation, you could just chat with each other and everything could be fine. But if you go through the whole process of doing a project together, then you know a lot more.
Right.
So,
And then you have to ask when you do the volunteering, are you a general or a soldier?
exactly.
Are you going to
That's
be doing
right.
the directing, or actually are you going to be
Right.
licking the envelopes when we do the direct mail? Because I
Right,
want to
yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing
Anyway,
that's
so
really,
yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was
I
just
mean,
going to say, so tell our viewers exactly what you guys have been doing. And you were telling me that you do get a lot of repeat business from customers that you've had in years past. So
Mhm.
maybe originally you helped them stage one home, and then when they go to move again, and or you were also describing to me when we originally met, all the changes that have been going on through the COVID pandemic and like how people are rearranging their spaces. Cause like I think that is such a needed resource right now. And it's really it's impacted so many of us working at home. The kids have been at home. I see so many people wanting to get bigger homes and just, do renovations and things like that. So, how can you help them with their spaces right now and make it work a little bit better?
Well, I think our number one job really is to make the real estate broker look like the superstar, right? So in many ways, the brokers are our clients, and then the homeowner is our client as well. But we really want to take away some of the heavy lifting for the brokers. Like, you don't want to tell your homeowner that they have a terrible looking kitchen, but that's our job to do it. So we're trying to de-stress the situation for brokers and really be the intermediary who tells homeowners what they need to do with their homes.
Mhm.
And then, as you mentioned, a lot of times people start out just needing us to engineer a move. if we need to bring in painters or have new carpet or new flooring put in, small repairs to the last minute styling before photography, we offer all or any of those services. And then afterwards, that's when we get these funny phone calls like, you know, our daughter's getting married. Can you help put the wedding together? Or we're buying a new vacation home. Can you specify all the furniture? And most often it's people saying, we're downsizing and we don't know anything about space planning. Can you make our furniture fit in the new place? And that's
Oh
how
my
we
gosh.
do a lot of interior design work, helping people get into the new place and get comfortable and adjust it. And we have resources for all of that. So we really do try to make it easier for people.
Okay, so, oh, sorry. I was gonna say,
No, and
that's a really, really critical piece of information that I want viewers to hear. So is that when you go in people's homes to help them, you've got like a whole network of subs and other people that you can easily tap into to come over and help fix things. Is that what I'm
Mhm.
hearing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we just try to make it as pleasant and easy for people as possible. So we can be as hands-on as people want. We just respect how people want to work with us. So we adapt to what they want. And a lot of times people will say, okay, we'll do this part of the project and then we'll have you come in. But typically, usually after a few days of doing it solo, they call us to come back in to help. And we're absolutely fine with that. So however we can be the most helpful for people really works. And then I think one of the biggest things, right, is when we tell people that once we come into the home, they really have to start thinking about their home as a product, because sometimes it's a little hard for people to hear what we need to do to the house, but they
Mhm.
usually are with the program by probably about the second day, and they're
Yeah.
enthusiastic, and then they really see the change and they love it. So it's really just nice meeting all the different people and working with them. So it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome to hear. Now, it
Yeah.
sounds like you've got some really good working relationships with the people you've been working for.
Mhm.
What are some of the like the top 3 things that you would say to someone if they're going to put their house on the market? I mean, I know it's kind of hard to generalize because every house is different, but if you walked into sort of a dated house and they wanted to just redesign it quickly, like do a couple of things to make it more workable
Well,
or saleable.
we know what the return on investment is to any improvement.
Mhm.
Okay, so we pay a lot of attention to statistics, and so we know that if you want to make a certain improvement to, for example, a kitchen, you know, making this change, you will get a big, huge return. And if you make that change, it's not going to make that much difference. So what we try to do when we meet people is rate the changes that they need to make, putting the ones with the biggest return on investment up front, and then
Okay.
telling them, no, you don't need to strip the wallpaper in the powder room because everybody does that. So you're not going to get your money back for that,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
And then as far as, I mean, really, we're very strong about making sure that there's not a lot of clutter in the house. We
Yeah.
really, all of us, you know, acquire so much. So we really focus on that. So that's something that doesn't cost a huge amount of money, but it makes a huge improvement in the house. So when people come in, the house feels light and bright. And then also making sure that it's not cluttered and that it's clean, and that the layout and the flow of the properties are nice. And that includes the outdoors as well. So we do a lot of work with curb appeal as well. So we want to make sure that when somebody's driving by or coming to the house for the first time, that they really want to go into the house.
Okay.
I would say those
Yeah.
are the.
Right. Curb appeal.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. And how would you say, like, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you guys? Do you do a house call during COVID, or do you do a Zoom or a phone call first to talk with people to kind of assess what their
Yeah.
needs?
Yeah, I mean, typically people will call us first and just kind of give us an overview, and we'll just get a sense of what they're looking for. And now that Martha and I are fully vaccinated, and it also depends on the client's comfort, we can either do something over the phone, we can do Zoom, we can meet people in their homes with masks, we can, whatever works. It's really individual per client.
Yeah, when COVID first started, we would ask that, the house be empty for a few days and all kinds of things, and that we could go in alone and so forth. But now with people being vaccinated and being much more used to the routine of
Right.
not staying together, we'll walk through a house and then we'll have the conversation about it outside or something to that effect.
Okay.
So we'll
And then do
accommodate
you guys,
anybody.
do you basically stick to Essex County? Or do you, so it's basically all North Shore, or do you go around Massachusetts? What is your area that you serve, that you work
Yeah,
at?
I mean, we go all the way to Newburyport, Rockport, and we'll go anywhere that makes sense. Sometimes we even go out of state, but usually we've met with the client online and talked with them, and then we just go do an installation. So we'll work anywhere. We can always figure out a way to make it work.
Okay. And then how do people get in touch with you? Would they go to smartlysaged.com, or would you prefer that I leave like your individual cell phone numbers in this video?
We have one phone number,
Okay.
and it's 978-973-6074. And typically
Okay.
people call me and I help people initiate what type of work they want to do.
Right.
And then Martha and I will coordinate how we're going to work with the client.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you coming and talking to us today on our channel. And I'm going to put your phone number and the name of the company and everything like in the details in the description of this video. If you have any other questions, is there anything else one more thing you want to say before we say goodbye?
We look forward to people calling us, and we'd be pleased to help people that need us.
That's it. Now, do you work when you do declutter? Do you take some of the clutter away? I meant to ask that earlier.
We do everything from, cleaning things out and leaving it for the homeowner to deal with, to bringing in companies that will do huge clean outs. So whatever level of cleaning up and cleaning out you need, we will get it figured out for the homeowner.
Oh my gosh, that is so helpful. And it's really helpful to me when I meet with clients who are, contemplating they want to put their house on the market and they're contemplating how to get to that point. Because it takes a
Right.
couple of months to really organize everything and get it prepared to put on the market so that you can get a bigger return on investment.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Just one last thing. One of the most important things that we do is styling for photography. So
Okay.
every bookcase, every surface has been styled, meaning we've put the objects together in a way that's visually pleasing and will work in front of the camera. Because we found that 95% of people are shopping online. So if you don't have terrific photos, nobody's going to want to come see the house.
Right.
So we've been styling for over 30 years and we're really fast. There isn't a bookcase we can't handle or a counter that we can't make look beautiful. And so that's something that is really, really important.
Okay.
And
the pictures you're totally right. I mean, right now we're living in a digital online world,
right?
Which is why, I'm so excited that you decided to join me today on this channel. So I really appreciate your time, guys. And I look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maura.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.